toes, and lift the hips up to an inverted V or like a capital A. This is called the downward facing dog pose. You can pedal the feet here or sway your hips side to side if you're feeling a little stiff, or if your heels don't quite reach your mats. It's okay, I was feeling stiff here also. Moving the hips, keeping the back straight, so that's a straight line from the wrists to the hips. And then when you feel like you're ready, you can keep your legs still also. Looking forward, step both feet forward between the hands. Place your hands on your opposite elbows or hold your opposite elbows and just allow gravity to stretch you here. Pulling your elbows and your trunk down. Place your hips in line with your ankles and just breathe here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up towards the ceiling or the sky. Exhale, arms by your sides. Now place both feet together. Stand comfortably, hands by your sides. Inhale, reach both arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, opening out the arms wide. Inhale, come up halfway. As you can see here, that's straightening the back basically. Place your palms down and step your feet back to a plank. This is one modification. You can place your knees, your chest, and your chin down like this with the hips up. Push yourself forward and upward, keeping the hips and the thighs down for Cobra pose. Looking up and exhale, tucking the toes back to downward facing dog, just like what I showed you earlier. Now, if you still feel a little uncomfortable on the legs, you can move that around, or you can bend the knees. What's important is that your back is straight. Inhale, look forward, step both feet forward, come up halfway like that, and exhale all the way down. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, palms by your sides. Round 2, inhale up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back. Palms down, step or hop back to a plank. Lower down again the knees, the chest and the chin like that. Or you can also do a push up here with the arms close on your sides. Lift the chest up, thighs up, hips up. Shoulders back, look up. And exhale, tuck the toes. So that's the second option, the push up. And we're back to downward facing dog. A few breaths. Inhale, look forward. Step both feet forward between the hands. Come up, inhale halfway. Exhale down. Inhale, reach the arms up all the way up. Exhale, hands on your sides. Round 3. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Place the hands on the mat. Step back to a plank. Now, if you are unable to do a push-up, you can lower the knees down and do a push-up. From here, tops of the feet down. Lift the chest up, shoulders back, look up, thighs away from the mat. Push your feet down to lift the thighs up. And exhale, hips up, downward facing dog. By this time, I was more comfortable with my hamstrings, that I could place my heels down on the mat. Still again, you can bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, right leg up, point the toes down. Exhale, bring the right knee close to the chest. Hold it there and place the right foot down. Left knee down. Bring the left top of the foot down. Come on up and reach both arms up. Now for the front foot, make sure your right knee isn't going all the way over the right toes to protect the knee. Keep reaching up. This stretches out the left front of your hip. Deep breaths. Exhale, open your arms out like a cactus. Look up and bring the shoulders back. This opens up the front of the chest. As you know, we're always on our computers and it makes our chest really hunched and tight. From here, shift back, straighten the front leg, and bring your chest as close to the front leg as you can. You can keep the front leg bent if this makes you uncomfortable. And also point the toes up towards the ceiling or the sky. Gives you a better stretch. Bend the front knee. Place the right hand down. Open the chest to the left and reach the left arm up. If you can also look up. The more weight you put on that hip, the more it stretches out your left quads. From here, step the right leg back, lower down into a push-up, knees, chest, chin, or your half push-up. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the left leg all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, left knee to the chest. Hold it there. 3, 2, and 1. Step the left foot down, right knee down. And inhale, reach both arms up. Again, the knee shouldn't go over the level of the toes. You can look up here also, or do a slight back bend. Reaching the hip lower and forward gives you a good stretch. Exhale, open out the arms into a cactus. Reach the arms towards the back. Look up. Inhale. And exhale. Place both hands down on your mat. Shift the weight back. Straighten that left leg if you can. And bring the chest close to the left thigh. Some also can place their whole palms on the mat. For now, I'll be on my fingertips because this is my first stretch of the day. Bend the front knee from here. Left hand flat on the mat. Open the chest. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale. And exhale. Place both hands down. Tuck the back toes. Step the left leg back. Either lower down, knees, chest, chin, half push up, or low push up. Inhale, push the chest forward and upward. For this one, you can do the cobra or the upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog, the inverted V. Inhale, look forward. You can step or you can hop both feet forward. Be careful not to overshoot to the front. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands down. Everybody okay? All right, let's step the left leg back about 3 or 4 feet from the right foot. Open the toes out to the side while the right foot is parallel to the edges of your mat. Open the arms out to the side. This is for triangle pose. Reach the right arm as far towards the right as you can. If you can no longer go further, place the hand down, either on your shin, on a block, or on the mat. Reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. I'm gonna get a block here to demonstrate. There's 2 levels here. Either you can place the block that way or on the higher edge like this. Again, arm up, look up, lean back. Deep breath. Exhale, look down. Bend the right knee. Come up and reach your arms out to the side like this in Warrior 2. Back straight here. If you can, bend that right knee a little bit more. Place the left hand or the back arm on the back thigh. Flip the right hand to face up and reach up and back in reverse warrior. You can look up here. Make sure your feet are stable on your mats. Inhale, back up. Straighten both legs. Now both feet face parallel to each other while you're facing on the side of your mat. Place the hands on your hips. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips. Place your hands down if you can reach the mat. If not, you can open your legs wider. And then exhale, lower the head all the way down, shifting your weight a little more to the front of the feet rather than to the back. Let's stay here for a few breaths. Also allow gravity to help you with the stretch. Inhale, place the hands on the hips, come all the way up. Opposite side, left foot faces outwards. Open the arms out to the side. Reach the left arm all the way out to the left. If you can go no further, left hand is on the ankle, on the mat like this, inside or outside of the foot. Open the hip and the chest and reach the right arm up. Don't forget that leaning towards a wall behind you feeling. Look up. Exhale. Down. Inhale, come up to Warrior 2. That's bending the front knee or the left knee here. Right hand on the top of the thigh, left arm up and over the head. Reverse warrior pose. Stretch the left side of the body. Bend the left knee a little bit more. Inhale, come back to center. Straighten both legs, both feet facing the same side of the mat. Place your hands behind you like this. Interlace the fingers. Exhale, lower all the way down. And feel like you're moving your arms away from your back. Just as much as you can. If you can't go this deep, then that's totally fine. Every body is different and every body's body can do different things. Inhale, come up. And step on the front side of your mat, both feet. Stand comfortably here, hands on your sides. Bend the knees, grazing the fingers like this. Inhale, reach the arms up. If you can see, my back is a little arched here, so you would have to tuck your belly in like this. And let's stay here for a few more breaths. When you look down, you should be able to see your toes. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Place the palms over the heart. Face your right side. Hook your left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Push your hands together so that the middle of the hands are in line with the middle of the chest. And look up, twisted chair pose. Inhale back to center, other side. Right elbow hooks on the outside of the left knee. Push your hands together. If you can, look up. Keep the knees where they are, the feet where they are. Exhale back to center. And fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands on the mat, step back, lower down, push up, half push up, or knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step both feet forward, cross the legs. Come to a seated position. I hope everybody is doing fine still. Place both legs forward. You can pull out the mass of your legs to make you sit more comfortably. Now bend the right knee. Place the sole of the right foot on the inside of the left thigh. The left leg stays straight. Reach both arms towards the left leg. If you can't quite reach the left toes, that's absolutely fine. From here, you can even place your fingers or your hands on the lower part of the heel or over the toes. Or there. If the foot isn't possible yet, you can place your hands on your shin. And then bow the head down. Allow yourself that stretch. Keep the toes of the left foot pointing up. Inhale. Come back to center. Step the right foot down, bringing the knee up. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, reach forward. Flip the right arm to face behind you. And the left hand meets with the right hand. If the fingers or the hands can't quite reach each other, you can grab onto your shirt or your leggings or your shorts, whatever you're wearing. And fold forward here. Bring the middle of the chest in line with the middle of the left leg. Inhale back to center. Step the right foot over the left leg. This time, left arm reaches up. Hook the elbow. Right arm behind you. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. This is a very good twist. Very good for digestion. Keep the back straight or shoulders lifted. Exhale back to center. Now let's try a forward fold. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, place the hands forward and fold all the way down. Again, you can place the hands on the top, middle, or the lower side of the feet. Just lower your shoulders down. Lower the chest down. If you can, pull the shoulders a little to the back. Inhale, come up, other side. Left sole of the foot on the inside of the right thigh. And let's fold over that right leg. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, back to center. Step that left foot down. Make sure both butts are down on the mat. If the left side is lifted, that's fine too. So reach forward, flip the hand, reach behind, the right hand meets with the left, and fold forward. This is called a bind. Now, if you can't do a bind yet, you can grab onto your waistband of your shorts or leggings. or your shirt. Inhale up and release. Step the left foot over the right side. Right arm reaches up. Hook that elbow. Left hand behind you. And look over the left shoulder. Give your back that nice twist, that nice stretch. Inhale back to center. Straight legs. Let's try the forward fold again. Reach for the feet. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold all the way down. You may have noticed that the right side and the left side are different in terms of flexibility, and that's fine. That's normal. There's always going to be a little difference between the right and left sides. Inhale, come up. Place the soles of the feet together and hold your feet like you're opening a book. You can place your elbows on your knees to push your knees down. And then slowly just reach your chest towards your toes. If you can go no further, relax the head down. If you feel like this isn't enough stretch, you can push your elbows down on your knees. Inhale, come up. I'm just going to move a little bit forward. Reach both arms forward. Inhale. Exhale, lean back 45 degrees. 3, 2, 1. Lower down about 5 inches. 3, 2, 1. One more, lower down. 3, 2, 1. Exhale all the way down. Bring the knees or the heels in, close to the fingers. From here, inhale, and you lift your hips away from the mat, all the way up. Make sure your chin is moving like further away from your chest to allow your lungs to expand when you breathe. You can interlace the fingers like that or keep them flat on the mat. Deep breath. Keep pushing that hip towards over the head, that direction. One more. Push the hips up. Knees back. Exhale, lower down. Next one will be Plow Pose. I'm just going to move a little forward. Bring both knees to the chest like this and then slightly lift the hips off the mat like that. You can place your hands under the hips for support. Bring the elbows close to each other. There. Try it out. Maybe lift right leg or the left leg. Or maybe lift both legs together. Make sure your head is just in the middle. You're not looking towards your left or right to protect the neck. Support the lower back with your palms and your hands. Exhale, lower both legs all the way towards over the head. You can bend the knees here, or also maybe you can't quite reach the floor. That's okay. For the hands, you can keep your hands on the hip, or you can interlace the fingers like what I'm doing here. And slowly, one vertebra at a time, lower the back, the hips down, and the legs down. Very, 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 very slowly. Bring the knees in, open the legs out, hold your feet this way on the outside, and pull the knees towards your armpit for happy baby pose. You can stay in the middle, or you can choose to rock side to side. This massages the lower back very nicely. The slower you move, the nicer it feels on the lower back. Exhale, release the left leg down. Keep the right leg in. Hold the right knee with your left hand. Bring the leg over to the left side. Open your right arm out to the side like a T and look over your right shoulder. Exhale, back to center. Switch sides. Now you're holding the left leg, knee down towards your armpit. Hold the knee with your right hand and bring it all the way towards the right side. Left arm opens out to the side. Look over your left shoulder. It's okay if your knee can't reach by the floor, as long as you keep your shoulder on the mat. Inhale back to center. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, bring the nose to the knees. Hug your knees tightly. Hold it here for 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lower the head down, lower the legs down. Welcome to the last pose of the day, corpse pose or Shavasana. Open your legs a little wider than usual. Your hands on your sides, palms facing up. Relax the shoulders down. Close your eyes. Begin to soften the space between your eyebrows. Relax the eyelids. Relax the cheeks and the tongue inside the mouth. Relax the shoulders, the hips, the legs, and the feet. Allow your extremities, your legs and your arms, to be heavy on your mats. Even as we had a brief asana practice, it's important that we allow time for our bodies to process what we did and have a moment for Shavasana, have time for corpse pose. If your thoughts begin to wander around, bring back your attention to the breath, the way you inhale and you exhale. Be aware of how much air you take in and how much air you breathe out. The movement of your belly and your chest. Keep the eyes closed. Let's stay here for a few minutes. I'll be leading you back to when we finish, all right? Allow your body to rest and to process. Begin to come back to the senses of your body. Slightly wiggle the fingers and toes. Move your head side to side. Reach your arms up, interlace the fingers, and give yourself a good stretch. Bring the knees towards the chest and turn all the way towards your right side. But stay here only briefly, keeping your eyes closed. Lift yourself up, all the way up to seated position and sit comfortably with your legs crossed. I mentioned during the discussion that taking care of the mind is just as important as taking care of the body and taking care of the spirit as well. Whatever your religion is, whatever your beliefs are, yoga is a neutral practice that helps you understand yourself better and brings you closer to the God that you believe in. Let's take this moment to breathe and allow ourselves to be where we are right now. Now, as you inhale, take a deep breath, big breath in. Now hold that breath. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and very slowly exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, big breath in through the nose. Hold and exhale. One more. Big breath in. Hold. Slow exhale. To end the class, place both palms together over the forehead. May we have clear and kind thoughts throughout the day. Lower them down over the lips. May we speak true and kind words not only to others but also to ourselves. And lower your hands over the heart. May we have passion and compassion in what we do, dedication to allow ourselves to be happy and also to maybe contribute to the happiness and peace of those around us. Thank your bodies and your minds for a safe practice today. Thank you for joining me. Let's all open our eyes and bow down. Namaste. Thank you.
All right. So that was the yoga program, guys. Any tips you would like to give, Nikki?
Yes, if you would like to start, go. Although there are doubts on maybe if you can or can't do something, uh, the only way you can prove if you really can or if you really can't is to try it. And there's really no harm in doing those simple exercises that you and I gave. Uh, Although if dili kaya, it's okay. There are modifications that you can do, and um, if you feel like you're tired, you can pause the video. You can take a break and then come back when you're ready. How about you, Nat? Anything to suggest or recommend?
Oh yes. It's like you said, Murag, it's never too late to start a fitness program. And the most common complaint that I receive is why they can't follow through or why they quit workout programs is because they don't have the time, or yeah, they can't squeeze the extra few minutes into their schedule. And the most common, that's like the second most common. The most common jud is kapoy or tiring. Or
That's true.
it's a the main thing to fight that complaint, Jude, the kapoy is, or the I'm too tired to do it. It's yeah, it's the lack of motivation, because when you're really motivated, despite how tired you are, you're still going to do the workout because of how motivated you are. So how do you motivate yourself? Well, yeah, that was discussed earlier in the what Miss Nikki said on the health belief model. Yes, that was the one. So another way, personally, how I motivated myself was just to look in a mirror to remind myself, nah, I need to change because in the long run, I'm the only one who's gonna suffer from this. Yes.
That's right. That's right. My main motivator was that uh, when I started out, there are so many things that I couldn't do. I couldn't reach my toes. I wasn't very strong, even if I am physically active. And one thing that motivated me throughout the years that I've been practicing is the progress that I've seen in myself. It pushes me to do more on exploring what more I can do. And also like to the people who are asking me about my practice, it also feels good to share to them what I learned and maybe help them also with how they can help themselves.
Yes, and definitely. And what I said earlier that the only one who's gonna be suffering from an unhealthy lifestyle is you. Okay, that's a correction. It the people around you also might get involved. Your loved ones are worried about you all the time. Yeah. When your health deteriorates, the first people who are gonna notice uh gonna be you. Sometimes it won't even be you. It's the people around you. So please take care of yourself, guys. Stay healthy, eat healthy. You are what you eat. And let's move on to the question and answering round. Okay, so I'm going to check in the chat. There were questions that were posted for us to answer. Let me open this up. There was one question here. I'm sorry, let me go back here. From Kath Mary, what kind of exercise is good for people with bad knees and for the elderly? Okay, so assuming that you have gone through a physical assessment, because of course for the elderly, all the more important to consult with your physician first and to do a very thorough assessment of fitness. Assuming that you've done that, uh, for bad knees, you really have to do just the regular exercises at their most natural range of motion. So what do I mean by that? So I've heard people say na squats are bad for your knees. No, they're actually squats are really good for your knees. It's the bad form that's bad for your knees. If you do the exercise incorrectly, especially the squat, it's gonna be the knee joint is a complex joint. It's got a lot of stuff in it, ligaments, the joint surface, the joint itself, and sometimes when you get older, some stuff in there inside the knee joint gets a little loose, gets a little out of place, and one minor misstep can actually lead to a tear. So regularly doing a squat, an exercise, full range of motion actually helps keep the knees at especially the insides of your knee joints in a tip-top condition. So do the full range. What I mean by full range is when you squat all the way down and you stand all the way up. It's good. You don't have to add weight, just use your body weight. If your body weight is too heavy, you can lie on the ground and just do the squatting motion with your legs, raise them up to the sky. And then once you feel like you can tolerate a little bit more weight, you can squat on a chair. You progress towards the chair. Sit and stand on a chair. And once that's taken care of, move on to the full range of motion. Squat towards the ground, then stand back up. Or that's assuming that you are cleared by the assessment. If there is a if you have a medical condition on your knees that prohibit these types of movements, then don't do the squat. Okay. It all depends on what the doctor and what your physical therapist or fitness instructor has assessed you on. Yes, that's what about you, Miss Nikki?
I'd like to add also, it depends both on what the goal is. Is it for the knees? Is it for like the general fitness of the elderly person? There are also exercises wherein the person is in a sitting position. That way, if you're sitting down comfortably and you're moving the legs or carrying weights or shifting balance, that wouldn't affect the knees so much. And also, it would depend then on the ability of the elderly person. If medyo strong pa siya, maybe you can give a more complex or a routine that requires more weights or more intensity or more repetitions. So it would depend good on the goals of the person. All right. We hope that answers the question. There's another question from Anne Estoy, and she is asking for yoga, how many minutes in a day and how many times a week is good for beginners now? So generally there's no like regulated dose good. You can start with 15-minute classes, 15-minute beginner classes. Make sure to add beginners when you are attending a class or when you are searching on YouTube, because you might get intimidated by the more advanced one. Kind of 15 minutes is okay, 15 to 30 minutes. If you can do the whole 30, then that's great. You can maybe try it out twice or thrice a week. If you feel like you get like muscle soreness or pamaol, you can skip a few days and then get back when you're ready. Um, and yeah, same also I think same sa exercise na wala gyud regulated dose or regulated um, frequency and duration of uh, when you start. I think it's good to explore options and know if it fits you. If it doesn't, maybe try something new.
All right. Hopefully that answers your question. There's another question related to yoga, Nikki, uh, from Angie Rosales. Uh, my sister wants to try yoga. Is it okay for a someone who has had menopause to do yoga?
Yes, of course. In fact, my mother is turning 60 this year. She's watching right now, and excuse me, and she practices almost every day, um, with I think not in a beginner's level, a higher level, which means that she she is able to do like the push-ups and some arm balances. She tries out new stuff and looks for teachers that she feels comfortable with on YouTube, the ones she likes the teaching styles of. And yeah, she practices about 30 to 40 minutes every day. And so far, I haven't seen any bad effect on her or to anyone who's practiced that really. It's mostly the 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 poses are good for you. However, it's the um it's how you carry out. It's bad form that could harm you, not the pose themselves or not the breathing techniques themselves. So it's a it's a very big yes. If your sister wants to try, go ahead and maybe show her this video, or you can search beginners classes on YouTube.
All right. Thank you for the question, guys. Hopefully, we've answered all your questions. Are there any? Okay, those were the last of the questions. Okay, thank you guys so much for participating in our program today. Hopefully, the workout programs that we have presented to you guys were of a big help to start your workout fitness journey. And now we are going to move on with the awarding ceremony. So, Michelle, take it away.
Yes, hi. Thank you so much, guys, again. Well, those exercises tips were very Interesting. Thank you so much for that, Nat. And the program Nikki provided us was amazing. I might even try it myself. So I am honored to present these certificates of recognition and participation to our speaker and audience. Let me read. This is to Certificate of Appreciation is awarded to Nikki Y. Pestaño, OTRP RYT, for generously sharing their expertise on the Spotlight Season 3 webinar episode entitled Wonders of Wellness for a Healthier You, held on the second day of April 2022 via Zoom and FB Live.
Thank you. Thank you for having me also.
It was a pleasure. And this certificate of appreciation is awarded to Nathaniel Tan, OTRP CPC, for generously sharing their expertise on the Spotlight Season 3 webinar episode entitled Wonders of Wellness for a Healthier You, held on the second day of April 2022 via Zoom and FB Live. And to our participants tonight, Cebu Doctors University Master of Arts in Occupational Therapy present this certificate of attendance to our audience for attending the webinar entitled Wow for a Healthier You, given on the second day of April 2022 via FB Live and Zoom. Now, for the most exciting part of tonight's webinar, I will be announcing the winners of the prizes. All right, so the lucky winner for the BTS voucher with Angie Rosales. Oh, congratulations, Angie.
Congrats.
One moment. Another one lucky winner for another BTS voucher. And there's gonna be one lucky winner as well for Mucho Cafe. BTS voucher, one BTS voucher goes to Kath Mary. Congrats, Kath.
Woo. Congrats. Yay.
Congrats. The raffle has been drawn, and the winner for the smartwatch goes to so exciting, guys. It goes to Anne. Smartwatch goes to Anne.
Ooh.
Congrats, Anne. And lastly, for the voucher for Mucho Cafe goes to Emily Pestaño. Congrats. Okay. So those are the winners for our prizes. Thank you, guys. And congrats. Congratulations.
This Saturday mo, Nikki?
Mudra bells.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I wanted
Congrats. And to claim your prize, kindly chat on our Facebook page, Master of Arts in Occupational Therapy, and just state your name and what prize you won. So again, congrats to the lucky winners.
Oh, well, that was, I'm so glad that everybody got their prizes. So
Congratulations.
congratulations, guys. Thank you so much for participating with us here. So that was a heck of a performance from our Miss Nikki for the yoga program. I'm glad to hear that there are a lot of people in the chat that are interested in their yoga program and are actually asking for the links. Wow. Okay. So this concludes tonight's event. Now, I would like to personally thank everyone for participating in our journey of fitness and wellness. Remember, the home exercises that were taught by me and Nikki to have a healthier you and to achieve your goals in life. Now, anything you would like to add, Nikki?
Yes. Thank you everybody for staying. You might have like plans later. Remember that if you're not, you're never not strong enough, and there's always time to start taking care of your body, start taking care of your minds, and if you want to try it, go ahead and try it. You won't know if you won't try.
Yes, and I'll be ending this off with a quote of my own, Char. It's never believe in how the world perceives you to be. Dare to believe in what you could be. Oh, all right. So I'm here to remind, I would like to remind everyone to fill up the Google form link for your e-certificate of attendance. You can scan the QR code on the screen or click the link on the Zoom chat box or pinned comment on Facebook. We will be closing the attendance 30 minutes after the program. So don't forget to fill up the link. So that about wraps up our webinar on WOW for a healthier you. This is Nathaniel Tan.
And Nikki
And
Castaño signing off.
signing off. Goodbye, guys,
Thank
and
you.
thank you so
Bye
much.
bye. Have a great weekend, everyone.